Bayern Munich dominated Real Madrid with possession stats of 59% in the first half. Now let's look at the tactical approach by both teams. Bayern looked to press Madrid from the onset of the match, virtually cutting any passing lanes for Madrid at the back, and this forced Madrid to go long, often losing the ball. Here we can see Bayern's offensive team aggressively pressing the Madrid defense. Here, Lunin is put under pressure by the striker Harry Kane, and with no good short pass option, he opts to go long to the wide areas since Kane is also casting a cover shadow on the pass to midfield. Kane is also backed by Gnabry and Pavlovic, who also put cover shadows to the midfield, and as a result, Lunin has no option but to go wide. In the wide region, the pressure was also maintained by the Bayern wingers, and Luis Díaz was there to put pressure on Trent Alexander-Arnold, forcing him to go long, and as a result, also losing the ball. Again, here we can see Trent being put under pressure and opts to go long due to fear of losing the ball in defensive areas, as this poses a risk for goal. By going long, the ball would end up as Bayern's, and that put Madrid in a defensive position most of the time, and this would allow Bayern more time on the ball to try and break down the Madrid. When Bayern had the ball in the offensive third, Madrid would look to defend more compactly and narrow, and ensure that they could protect the wide regions. The midfielder in that region would come back to support, essentially making a back five. Here you can see Adagula has come to back up the defense in conjunction with Tchouaméni by trying to force Olise to pass backwards, as that is the safe option. However, Olise sports space in between them and utilizes it by dribbling into the small space available. He is brought down just before he is able to enter the box for a one-on-one. Not only were Bayern threatening in open play, but also in set pieces. Here we can see a very good chance from a free kick that Kimmich orchestrates perfectly. He changes the angle of the cross by passing it to Díaz, who passes it back to him and seems to catch Madrid by surprise as Kane gets the ball and passes it to Upamecano, who almost scores. In the build-up phase, Ta was often used as the first receiver of the ball. Upamecano on the other side was often given room to move wide and even deeper into the midfield, as he has better recovery speed than the rest of the defenders. Madrid on the other side, DP have the ball less, tried to take advantage of the high line by Bayern's defense by making quick transitions from defense to attack whenever they got the ball, with quick runs into the back line, and they often got good opportunities to score as such, creating the thrill of the match. Madrid recover the ball, and defense quickly turns to attack when Adagula gets the ball. He makes a run into a space that has been left by Bayern's midfield as they were attacking. He has three good options to advance the play: either pass the ball wide to Vini, straight ahead would be to pass to Mbappé, or to Valverde. How is also free with no one covering him. He chooses to pass to Mbappé with a well-weighted pass, and Mbappé times his run, perfectly shots, and is denied a goal by Manuel Neuer. Again, we can see Mbappé here for a counter after dribbling the ball for about 30 yards. Here he is supported by Vini, who offers a passing option which Mbappé takes. He passes him the ball, and Vini cuts inside on his favorite right foot to try in a shooting angle, then try bending the ball to the far corner. Neuer notices this, and I would like to point out to his movements as he adjusts his position to cover the far corner, and as a result, he makes a brilliant save preventing the goal. Since Bayern in defense played with a 4-4-2 formation that was compact and narrow, this presented Real Madrid with little room to move the ball in the midfield, but creative runs from Mbappé and Vini were able to break the defense at times. Here Vini, at the edge of the box, cuts back into his favorite right foot. He shapes his body as if he is going shoot and curve the ball to the far corner, and the defender falls for it and tries to ball the shot. But Vini has already seen Mbappé run behind him and slips a marvelous pass onto his path. Mbappé notices the goalkeeper's position notes that he is fully covering his near post. He tries to wrap the ball around his foot to bend it to the far corner but ends up wide. Vini and Mbappé's chemistry is shockingly good. It's important to note that Olise was a nightmare to deal with for Carreras, and he would require support from Adagula. He attempted 7 dribble-even with both Madrid players teaming up on him. He managed to complete 4 dribbles, and this contributed to the second goal by Kane. Here we can see Olise dictating the game. Madrid has players back, but since marking Olise demands having two players on him as he is able to dribble past the first defender, means they are quite low on men at the back here. All the Bayern plays offer support by being in positions that can be utilized. Gnabry can run into the space and a pass. They can mean he is in shooting range. Here Olise can shift into the goal side and give a pass to Luis Díaz or even go for goal himself. Because Güler has noted this, he stands his ground on goal side to prevent a pass or run, but Olise locks up and sees Kane, who is making a late run, and with a perfect weighted shot, Kane scores deuce. Again, here we see Olise agonist Carreras, and he easily gets past him. By getting past Carreras, this allowed Bayern to get dangerous chances, and he could have given the pass to Pavlovic and opened up the defense even more, but chose to carry the ball deeper and went for goal himself. On the other side, Trent was not spared of the Bayern winger menace as Luis Díaz would easily get past him, and eventually he scored by making a run from his blind spot, even though he was supposed to be man-marking him. Kane spots Gnabry and turns to give the pass. Trent only has eyes for the ball, and unknowingly, he does not see Díaz behind him. Díaz makes a beautiful run into the space and receives the pass, slotting it into the far corner with the first touch just lethal open play game from Bayern. Trent looked amazing going forward with crosses into the box. Here he makes a run from deep and opens passing space for Real Madrid, who did not seem to have good movements off the ball. He sports the open space and makes a run to it, and he receives a good pass there. No one was tracking his run, and this gave the ability to pick his pass with no pressure on him. He spots Mbappe's run and delivers a stunning pass into the 6-yard box for an easy tapping by Mbappé to give Madrid a chance at a comeback in the second leg. In a nutshell, the game was exciting to watch with many chances coming from both teams. Bayern had most of the possession, more so in the first half. The intelligent runs from both teams made the match interesting. What do you think of the second half leg? Do you think it will be as encouraging? Will Madrid turn it around? Let me hear your predictions kindly, like, subscribe for more, and leave a comment down below.